This is Chapter 2, Section 9, Notes. And we're going to be talking about finding a percentage, and we're going to use this by using proportion. So the proportion is always going to be is over of equals the percent, or P over 100. So it starts off with what percent of 56, so that's going to go with the of spot, is 42, so that's the is. So is over of, so you're going to have 42 over 56 equals P over 100, then you're going to cross multiply. So 42 times 100 is going to give you 4,200, and then 56p, and then divide by 56. So you should get your percentage to be 75, and that's a percent, so put a percentage sign on it. The next one is what is 32%. Now, it does follow an is, but it has the percent sign. So I'm just looking at this as the percentage, or the P, of 125. So I'm going to use my equation. Is, I don't have an is, so that's going to be x, over of, which was 125, equals the percent, 32, over 100. Now I get to cross multiply. So 100 times x is 100x equals 125 times 3, or 32, is going to be 4,000. And then divide by 100. So I get x to be 40. Now it's not a percent, so that's just the number 40. Now part B says a dress shirt normally costs $38.50. It is on sale for 30% off. What is the sale price? So to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to take the discount, and to find the discount, you're going to take the original cost of the shirt, and you're going to multiply it times 30% as a decimal, which is 0.30. So your discount on the shirt is going to be $11.55. This is how much you need to take off of the original price. Okay, so for the price, they'll take the original amount and subtract the discount. So the original amount was $38.50, subtract the $11.55. So the price you actually pay at the register should be $26.95. Okay, now we're going back to using our proportion. So 125%, that's the percent, of what number, that doesn't have a number, so that's going to be the x, is 17.5. So 17.5 over x equals 125 over 100. Again, cross multiply. So 125x equals 1,750. Divide by 125. So I'll get my x to be 14. Okay. So now we're going to be looking at a formula that I don't believe you guys have seen before, and this is called the simple interest formula. This is how interest is calculated, usually over time. So the interest formula is I equals PRT. Now, I is the interest, that's what you're finding. P is the principal, the amount that you start with. So starting amount. R is the rate as a decimal. And T is the number of time in years. Okay, so part A says if you invest $50, so that's your principal, that's your starting amount, at a simple interest rate of 3.5%. So as a decimal, that's 0.035 per year for 3 years. So that's the T. What is the amount of interest you will earn? So all you have to do is plug this in. I equals PRT. So your principal was 50. Your rate as a decimal is 0.035, and times 3 for 3 years. So the amount of interest you would make is $5.25. So that's how much you would make just by leaving it in the bank, letting it sit there. But your total amount would be the principal plus your interest. So you would take your original $50 and you would add $5.25. So in the bank, after it's sitting for 3 years, you'd have $55.25. Okay, so this formula just calculates the amount of interest that you earn. Okay, not how much you'll have total. To do total, you add your starting amount plus your interest. Part B, you deposited $840, that's your principal, into a savings account that earns a simple interest rate of 4.5%. So that's 0.045, and it's a decimal. You want to keep the money in the account for 4 years. How much interest will you earn? So your interest will be 840 times 0.045 times 4, which turns out to be $151.20. Again, that's the amount of interest you'll earn, not the total amount that you'll have into that account.